Okay, welcome to the Diana Wright Show. We're live and sorry for being a few minutes late this morning. Wasn't feeling so great last night, and I forgot to plug in my iPad. But anyway, all is good. Dax is waiting and in the wings, and we'll come on in a minute. And my daughter has obliged me to help this morning, okay? So I'm just gonna go through a few things that are in my thoughts, and then we'll get to Dax and talk about, this is my 5th day. My 4th day, I don't know, I didn't feel so great. And then this morning on my detox, of course, you know, the detox compliments of Rad Wellness Center in Plantation. And I didn't do so well yesterday. So Dax is going to explain why on the 4th day. The first 3 days, woo, I was flying, doing great and, you know, feeling good. But the 4th day, I don't know, it might have been the temperature change or something. I wasn't dressed warm enough or whatever. But anyway, we are back on track this morning, and I have quite a few questions for Dax today. So anyway, just wanted to kind of bring you into the fold this morning and wonder if you said I love me today. I did. Did you? Did you stand in front of your mirror and say I love me? I hope you did, because if you didn't, you need to go and do it right now. You can use your phone, because when you turn the phone off, it becomes a mirror, okay? So, and I know lots of you have phones. All of you have phones, because it is said that even the man with a little cart riding on the street has a cell phone. Now, we might not all be sophisticated enough to have an iPhone, because an iPhone, you see, can do great things. But anyway, we'll just kind of encourage you to say, I love me today. It's Wednesday and it's Wellness Day on the Diana Wright Show. We're going to talk about a lot of things today. The detox, the 21-day detox. I'm only doing it for 10 days because I only have 7 pounds to lose. I've lost 1.5 pounds already. Yes. So I am holding Dax's feet to the fire. If I don't lose this other 5 pounds come Monday, I'm going to have problems, okay? All right, so, and I don't know, it's Easter Sunday coming up, and I'm wondering if I can actually eat on Sunday and cheat a little bit. So all of that will be asked of Dax today, okay? All right, what am I thinking about today? Remember, the words for this week is hope and love. Always have hope, never give up. Whatever your problem is, it's never too big for God. God is in it, so you can win. Okay, so if God is in it, you will always win it. So keep God in the presence of whatever you're trying to do. All right, expectation, another word that I would like to bring out this morning. What are you expecting when you pray? Or what are you expecting when you do something? You go to church, you give your offering. Are you expecting something back? You should. Because it is important for you to have expectation along with hope and along with love. So I'm going to add expectation to it today and ask you, what are you expecting? Are you expecting to get out of that depression right now and come into the green zone? Get out of the blue and come into the green, because it is indeed important. All right. I think a lot of people, when they pray, they kind of pray, but you know, they're not really sure God is going to do the thing. So they pray and they pray and they pray and they continue to pray. My advice, when you pray, you're going to ask God for what you want one time. But after you ask him for what you want that one time, then what you need to do after that is you need to thank him and receive the blessing. Because if you keep asking the same thing over and over, that means you really don't think you receive it, or you're going to receive it. So if you keep thanking him after you pray and ask for something, then that means you have accepted the blessing and you are expecting him to answer your prayer. So if you're filled with expectation, then it is more than likely that you will have what you ask for. Because I find that a lot of people pray and they go to church and they stop going because they go, oh, I'm going to church and ain't nothing happened in my life. You know, I heard T.D. Jakes saying that one person actually asked him that by Facebook. I'm tired of coming to church and ain't nothing happening. I'm running up the aisles and I'm feeling the Holy Spirit. And then Nothing is happening in my life. As a matter of fact, my life is worse than when I started coming to your church. So, expectation. Are you having enough faith to let whatever you're asking God for come true? So, as we go to Dax in a few seconds, we just want to ask you to remember. I know a lot of people are having issues when they go on YouTube. You don't have to take that route on YouTube. What you need to do is go to the site, DianaWrightTV.webs.com. You go to the bottom of the page and the YouTube icon is already there. You press on that and you'll see all the shows that we've done for that week, and just scroll down and you'll see all the shows. I think we've done 79 shows already. Yes. And when we get to 100, we'll have some kind of celebration. So I'm going to ask my daughter to change the switches now, and then we'll have Dax on, and we will go into the wellness. So the words for this week: hope and love. Hope and love. And as you have hope and you have love, do everything with love. Do everything with love, and make sure that you feel that love and you're giving that love and you're accepting yourself by loving yourself. So that's what it is. Okay, I'm going to join Dax now. Here we go. There is Dax. Hey, Dax, how are you? Okay, I am good. I need to turn you up, I think. Turn up your sound here. Pavi, yeah, go ahead, Dax.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. All right, we're hearing you loud and clear now. So, I would like to talk a little bit about, before I even get to the wheat and the gluten and the questions that I have for you, I want to talk about the detox and the daily process, because a friend of mine keeps saying, you're not telling us much about the detox. You're just kind of holding back. So I said, well, I can't just be telling everything about it because I'm not sure what Dax wants me to say and what he doesn't want me to say. So exactly what can I say without compromising the product?
Well, there's nothing to compromise. I mean, if anybody there has heard about Daniel fast or a similar type of protocols, they're there. Here's the problem, though. Every single one of us are different in terms of, coming to the process. The process is not exactly the same, and different people will get slightly different results. But I want to talk specifically about your experience and as it relates to not feeling well yesterday.
Yeah, on the 4th day. Oh my God, I felt so horrible.
All right.
Okay.
Let me set up the background. That basically, the body to move things around. So our digestive system is the primary. Well, the digestive and the respiratory system is the primary way that air comes into the body.
Okay.
And food comes. So respiratory system brings air into the body, bring it into the lungs. From the lungs, the blood takes it throughout the entire body.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, your shot is kind of jumping a little bit, Dax. So I think you need to steady your camera just a little bit because it's kind of moving up and down.
All right, I think I'm getting excited.
Yes, yeah.
All right. So the digestive system now, the water and food comes into the body.
Right.
And what is that when the food comes into the body, the digestive system is pretty long. And what happens is that certain foods get trapped in certain places because why? Lifestyle. We're hurrying to work today, and don't take enough time to go and use the bathroom and have a proper elimination.
Right.
Well, that food is in the body, and the body has to do something with it. Sometimes it gets put into different places, different parts of the body.
Right.
And unfortunately, it ferments, it continues to break down and rot. And in order to protect itself, the body kind of isolates those pockets.
Okay.
So when you do the detox, while there's a significant amount that's flushed out, there's stuff that gets held back and released at different points in the detox. And for you, I would say two specific things would be happening. One,
Right.
parasites which are natural. It's not that you have parasites unique to anybody else. We all have them. Even the most healthy person listening to this program has parasites in the body. The only way your body can break down foods is to use the naturally occurring microbial organisms in the intestines and throughout the entire body.
Okay.
But when you're doing a detox, sometimes you're going to kill some of those parasites because there's an oversupply of certain parasites. But what happens is that parasites are hosts to other parasites. So you'll kill something that then leaves your body. That particular parasite was living in there. So, for example, a lot of times people get a sore throat.
Ah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the sore throat is caused by the Streptococcus virus. The Streptococcus virus will live in the intestinal fluke. So now the intestinal fluke is dead.
Right.
The strep was isolated because he was living inside the intestinal fluke. So he had nowhere to go. You wouldn't feel it. It wouldn't bother your body at all because he was living and feeding off of the intestinal fluke. Now that the intestinal fluke is dead, the Streptococcus leaves the intestinal fluke and is now running around your body. You feel it tickling in your throat.
Okay.
But then the day 2 comes, and the next step in terms of killing that set of virus occurs, and within a day you recover from the flu. You don't get the sore throat. Nothing happens.
Okay.
And you continue with the whole process. So they call that a detox response.
Okay.
That's
a detox response.
This is why having a coach, this is why having a coach is so important. That on your own you kind of feel like this is not working for me, I'm making me sick, let me stop. Because when you can reach out to someone who is familiar with the process, they can. And then if I said to you, everybody go and get a sore throat, that would be misleading as well, because there are many food program and they don't get a sore throat.
Okay. Wow. That's interesting. Very much so.
And how do I know this? I know not because I am some kind of genius. I know
okay, genius.
if you
I'm not loving the iPhone connection here because you keep breaking up. Okay, I prefer when you're at the computer doing it through the computer. But anyway, yeah, you keep like breaking up.
I have a guest that want to say.
Hello. Oh, okay. Oh, hi. How are you? That's your 5-year-old, right?
That's sorry, yes.
Yes, mighty cute, handsome young man. He's gonna be giving giving the girls a lot of problems. I can see that right now. Okay.
So go ahead, no.
Go ahead. Okay, let me ask you this now. Okay, what happens if you forget to take the drops, say at 1 o'clock? Or at 7 o'clock, are you allowed to then take the drops a little later when you remember, or do you just skip that and go to the next one?
You take it later when you remember.
Okay, all right.
So there is nothing here is a drug. Nothing here is an absolute.
Okay.
What we're doing is the drops simply contain herbs and minerals that support the dandelion root.
Right.
Maca. Very, very.
Maca, yes. Maca is supposed to help with your libido, because I was reading somewhere about that. They have a maca powder that if you take it, it actually helps with your libido, especially for women.
All right.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, when people want to sell something, they use things that people will relate to. So weight loss, I make no apologies. I am selling weight loss. People are struggling with being overweight and they want to lose weight. So let me start with myself. I'm selling weight loss and I'm offering natural herbs that supports the body's ability to release abnormal body fat, which results in significant weight loss. But what exactly is happening in the body is not about weight loss. So maca affecting your libido is probably more about maca affecting your body's blood flow.
Okay.
Moving things that were interfering with your libido in the first place. So it's not stimulating your libido directly.
Right.
What it's doing is clearing and cleansing blockages in the body, circulation, toxins that build up in the lymphatic system that inevitably lead to other types of symptoms like poor libido. When somebody sells a product that's an erectile
erectile dysfunction healer.
right, it's not that it specifically is addressing that organ. What it does in many cases is thins the blood and allows a better response when the blood flow happens to that particular area of the body. But it happens anywhere else. But if you have a cut and other things, you'll find that there's a negative effect in terms of the Cialis and the Viagra and all of those.
Right.
Again, we have to always remember that anything in America, there's always a sale. There's always a sale, and I am the first to admit that I am a salesman.
Yes.
But I am selling something that I know has helped me and has helped thousands of our clients who've done what we've done.
Right.
And what we do on a continual basis is to pay attention to our clients and their results and be able to share those with other people. So it's not that I know all of this. I know all of this only because I ask people, listen to them, understand what happened to them, and then can share it with the next person.
Okay, I think we have someone calling, but let's check it out first. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, hi, good morning. You have a question?
Huh?
You have a question for Dax?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Dax, can you hear her clearly, Dax?
I'm at work.
Can you hear her, Dax?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. My question is, the detox program, right? Suppose somebody is taking a whole bunch of medication, and medication distributes toxin in the body. How would this program work while they're still on the medication?
Okay, good question.
All right. So we would encourage you to start the program and pay attention to how your body responds. Nothing that we are giving you is going to interfere with your medications. However, for somebody who may have high blood pressure, if you're taking a medication to keep your pressure down,
right,
and during the detox you're finding that
okay, Dax, I told you, this iPhone, I'm not loving this iPhone at all. Okay? I'm really not loving the iPhone. Go ahead.
For you. So, I am not telling you to stop the medication. I'm telling you to then pay attention to the medication, and you may have to go back to your doctor for them to adjust the medication. But many of our clients have been able to come off of their medication over the 21 days. So it's not going to happen the day, this first day you take it. But towards the end of it, you'll find that a lot of times the medication has to be adjusted because your overall health improves significantly.
Okay. Okay, does that answer you? Okay, I think she hung up to listen to you off, on her, yes, she did. Okay, because I don't think, I'm not quite, I don't think I'm astute with all my equipment yet to make sure that she's hearing you while she's still there, okay? So if you have a question for Dax, you can give us a call at 561-228-1921. That's 561-228-1921. And of course, this is the Wellness Wednesday. Dax Dunn is my special guest, and you're tuned to the Diana Wright Show live online. And Rad Wellness Center is in Plantation. And we're going to ask Dax a little bit more about this detox thing. Okay. The fact that she spoke about the medication, you're going on the detox while taking the medication, or you stop taking the medication?
We don't want to tell anybody to stop taking their medication.
Oh, okay, good.
You know, but we at the same time know that we have not seen any situation where somebody taking their medication has had an adverse result of things counteracting.
Okay.
The closest we've come to that is that there's grapefruit extract sometimes interferes or interacts with some blood pressure medication, and we have none of our products have the grapefruit extract in it.
Right.
Because of that.
Okay, because grapefruit does counteract some medications. It surely does. And I love grapefruit, so, if I'm taking any medicine, then I don't have a grapefruit. All right.
Sorry, I just want to make a little comment, from there, in that, you have to adjust the mindset, because if the mindset is that I need my medication, then you're going to always be taking that medication. But if the mindset says something is happening in my body right now, and because I'm unable to address it, I'm going to take the medication until I find a better solution.
Right.
And that is what we'd encourage people to do. So take your medication. But if you can do something that's going to change your situation and allow your body to respond in a different way, then look towards being able to get off of the medication. Okay. I am not telling you to stop taking your medication. I'm telling you to start taking responsibility for the actions that you take that lead to you having to take the medication, and hopefully eventually you won't have to take the medication anymore.
Okay, well, I'll just give you, I'll just be honest. I normally take a small dose of high blood pressure pill because my mom has high blood pressure. It's hereditary. The doctor is like, you're so slim, I can't tell you to lose weight. I don't know what else to tell you, but maybe sleep, or something like that. But take this. I fought it for a very long time. Anyway, what I did when I started the detox on Saturday, I haven't taken any. And I haven't even, I deliberately have not taken my blood pressure with my home machine, because I want to wait until I'm finished the detox to then take it.
All right.
Okay, so because I'm one of those people, I believe that I'm doing something, I believe in this thing, and it's going to work. Okay? So because I do know that when you lose weight, your pressure normally goes down.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Absolutely. So that's my secret. I just stopped taking the medicine because I thought I never wanted to take it in the first place, because every time I go to the doctor, we fight, because he goes, you don't like to take any medicine and you need to take this, and I'm like, okay, what else can I do? This thing is hereditary for me, because everything I do is the right thing. He says, well, maybe you're eating a little too much salt, which I can agree to, because salt is something, it's just hard for you to eat fresh stuff, man. The salt make it taste better. And I don't use salt per se, the seasonings, but the seasoning that you use, some of them have salt in them, because when I started this journey of seeing my pressure go up, when my daughter got sick is when it really started, because of the stress and everything else. I started to try my best to do things that were correct. But I noticed when I went down to like 123 pounds, my blood pressure was perfect. But it's very difficult to keep that weight down, because when my daughter was ill, I came down to like 120 pounds. And I went to my gynecologist and they took my blood pressure, and the girl is going, wow, your blood pressure is perfect. What's going on? So I had to tell her the story of what's going on in my life, blah, blah, blah. And then I guess you get into this stressful situation while trying to get your life back, basically. And I guess, as they say, stress and salt and all this kind of stuff contributes. But when you check all the products that are on the market, I looked at milk. Everything you buy has sodium in it. So how do you escape this whole sodium revolution? Because I don't care what is it that you purchase in the supermarket. when you look at that box, you check the sodium level.
Well, and the challenge is that they say if it's in a box or a bag,
You shouldn't be eating it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, I would say to you, I use the term ABC. A, you're aware of the fact that you have a challenge as it relates to your pressure. B, you realize that you need to maintain the balance. That when you're focused on managing the stress and everything else, then everything is in check. But at the same time, it's life. We all have stress. So the idea is not to eliminate stress and never have stress.
All right.
To manage the stress. And the same B for balance, we encourage you to breathe. Breathe deeply. Take a deep breath. Every time a situation comes up that surprises you, it doesn't meet your expectation. You know? Take a deep breath. Realize you have a choice whether or not you're going to get upset and angry, or you're going to just think about what are your alternatives and you move forward. And then C is you have a choice.
Okay.
You can consciously become aware of what is going on, find the balance, and make a choice. So, you know, and it's easier said than done.
It is. It really is, because, you know, if you get annoyed about something, which I think I'm getting really much better, because this is something I pray about every day. Patience, you know. So I have gotten better. I must admit that I've gotten better. But there's still sometimes that, you know, people like tick you off or or something, and I believe that you should address that anger as opposed to try to suppress it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I want to go back to something you said at the beginning of the show.
Okay.
About prayer. And there's a book, The Secret.
I read that and I watched the video.
And there's another book called The Magic. And The Magic talks about exactly what you said, that you must be, you asked for something. Then you must be grateful in knowing that if you truly were genuine in your asking, then it is on its way to be delivered, and it is only for you to create the space in your life and have the room to accept it. So, you know, the thank you,
yes,
and the attitude of gratitude, knowing that whatever it is that you put out there is on its way to you, and it's just that remember. And you know, Diana, I would think that you and I would have a similar type of challenge, in that when we clearly express to people around us what it is that we want or expect from them, and they give us the idea that they're going to do what they said they're going to do, and then when they don't do it, we're significant.
Yeah, I truly get annoyed. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Lord, because I do. If you say you're going to do something, Jesus, please just do it. I'm serious.
But then I share this part with you, that we have to realize that there's an environment that doesn't make it always possible. So I may have said I'm going to go running this morning, but boy, when I look outside, it's cold. I'm not going running.
Okay.
Or I may have got up and I don't feel like it. My emotional ability to deal with the situation was just, running was not what I need to do right now. And last but not least, I may get up and my daughter say, boy, I need a ride to school, you know, Dad, can you drop me to school, you know, and I have to say, I'm going to do what I need to do to help my daughter, or I'm going to say, my running is more important, she have to wait.
Right.
So, yes, we have these commitments and these expectations, but then when we now understand that there are things beyond our control, and therefore we have to make adjustments for those, then we get a little bit more patient, and I'm a little bit more tolerant in.
Yes, I'm getting there. I'm getting there with age, I think. Okay. Our special guest inside the program this morning is Dax Dunn from Rad Wellness Center in Plantation. The number to call Dax is 866-786-3617. That's 866-786-3617. And you can also check out his website. And the website is again, Dax?
www.RAD, the number 4, the letter U.com. Rad for you. And
Okay.
it's all about you. Our program is saying you,
And
you.
more you.
Your lifestyle, your goals, your options, your objectives, and we're here to support you
Right.
in you being a better you. We are not here to tell you take our products because if you don't take our products, you can't be healthy. We're
Right.
saying our products will help a better you to emerge because it's getting rid of the things that are blocking your body from being in optimum health and optimum wellness.
Okay. Alrighty. Someone asked me yesterday, after the 21-day detox, what happens next? Or after my 10 days, what happens next? Do I go back to just eating what's on the list of products and keep to my 4 ounce of protein and my 4 ounce of vegetables?
Absolutely not. After the 21-day process, there's a 21-day period of stabilizing the digestive system. At this point, we're literally cleansing, detoxing, cleaning out the body. But the body cannot function healthily without having its own microbial flora replenished.
Right.
We have to rebuild the microbial organisms. We have to rebuild the digestive system, and we do that with probiotics and digestive tonics and stimulants. But it's a very different process than you go through now.
Right.
In the stabilization phase, the focus is on you now reintroducing foods and paying attention to how your body responds. So based on your blood type, we're going to encourage you to, look at how different foods, your body responds to different foods based on your blood type.
Right.
We're going to encourage you to try and keep as much water in your daily routine as possible. And then, you now start reintroducing meats and oils and different stuff, but pay attention to how that affects your body's elimination.
Right.
If you're not going to the bathroom every day, then you know something is wrong. The whole process of resetting the digestive system is to restore regular bowel movements and have that is the key to your overall immunity and long-term health and weight management. If you have a regular bowel movement, then you're going to be able to go ahead without being on a diet perpetually. It's not about what you eat, it's about what stays inside the body. So it goes in, it's about what comes out. We want to make sure it's coming out and coming out regularly,
Right.
and leaving you with just what you need to be healthy and well.
Okay, you spoke about elimination there, Dax, and I want to ask you though, if like on your 4th day, by your 4th day, you're really not eating anything.
Right.
So on your 5th day, there's nothing to come out, really.
And that is in the detox. So the detox, most of your elimination is in the urine, the lymphatic.
Oh, okay.
Your so you go into the bathroom a lot as far as urination. Yeah. So that's where the lymphatic system is being cleansed.
Right.
And what's going to happen is that, maybe if you don't go out today or tomorrow, then you're going to use the oxy, and that will flush you out one more time. You're in detox mode. This is not a lifestyle. What you're doing now is not something that we expect anybody to maintain eating this way and with the restrictions that you have. This is just for the 21 days, or for those people who need to lose 30, 40, 50 pounds, they'll extend it and they'll continue doing this, because the idea is to restore the balance, and then after that we have to maintain the balance. So it's 2 separate processes.
Okay, I see we're having a low battery problem here, but anyway, we'll continue as long as we can. All right. Huh?
We go till it run out.
Yes, we go until it runs out, and then we'll call our assistant, she's gone, my assistant has just deserted me. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about the fact that certain things that we eat, like wheat, how is that affecting the body?
Well, you know, there's a lot of discussion about wheat. So the question is, where do we start? The quick summary is to realize that wheat is one of the products that is very controversial. In that the wheat that we know from back in the biblical days,
Right.
not the wheat that's being sold in the supermarkets today.
Okay.
That the wheat has been what they call hybridized, where they mix it with other wheats or other plants to allow it to have a more better resistance to drought, to pesticides, to other things.
Right.
And then there's a process of the GMOs, the genetically modification of wheat.
Yeah.
But don't worry. The wheat that you need to be concerned about is not the GMO. It's the hybridized wheat that is constantly sold, and in 99% of all the packaged goods that you're gonna buy, the pasta, the flour, even things that you think don't have wheat, if you really pay attention.
Yes, it does.
Health bars, all of these things.
Yeah.
Wheat is a very, very prevalent product, and what it does is one of the new strains of wheat are high in gluten.
Okay.
Gluten is on its own great in terms of what it should do, but what happens is that there's too much of it.
Right.
Over time, the body develops an intolerance, and it becomes, overly sensitive to gluten.
Right.
And it presents itself in the gallbladder and just the inflammation in the belly, gastrointestinal, diseases, and just overall a disruption of the digestive system.
Right.
So eliminating wheat, at least during the detox,
Right.
hopefully some people are able to, after the detox, go back on having wheat without having the type of response. But again, anything that you're taking too much of is a bad thing.
Okay.
And that's one of the things we need to know. Figure out how to manage and find a better balance between, it can't be all wheat. It can't be all, even if you're eating spinach, at
Right.
some point you're going to be having too much spinach.
Right.
You want to have a balanced diet, eat foods that are in season, eat foods that are fresh, but really try and have some variety in your food. It don't mean you have to eat every single food that comes because it's a food.
Right.
It means you have to understand green leafy vegetables, the spicy peppers and stuff are good for you. The cayenne peppers, the thyme, the onion, a little garlic, a little of all of those things, and helping to find that balance is the ideal way to maintain optimum health and optimum wellness.
Okay, what are we supposed to be worried about in terms of the white foods? They talk about white flour, white bread, white everything is no good for us. What about that?
Those foods tend to be stripped of the nutrients. And the reason that they strip the nutrients out is because the nutrients are the things that rot.
Okay.
If you want to give the food a longer shelf life, then you get rid of the things that are going to spoil in the food.
Right.
So you take those things out and you leave what is, really just the shell of the food. Bleach it and you sell it, and it's easy to sell because it's not going to spoil. So you leave it on the shelf 2 years, 4 years. Those pastas and bleach flours. Look at Wonder Bread. You'll buy.
Yes, oh my God, kids in America eat that bread like nothing.
It sit on the counter 6 months and it's still you feel it. It's fluffy. Don't change up on it. Don't break down.
Okay, my assistant is back. So she's checking to see what's going on here. Okay. All right. So, okay. I want to continue on this vein here now, because why is it that you don't have honey in one of the things that you can use to sweeten? Why don't you have honey?
In the detox, honey is not bad.
Okay.
But we try and avoid the sugars.
Right.
All sugars. So
okay.
honey,
It's sweet.
we go with the natural sugars in the stevia, but honey is a fantastic product. We sell honey.
Okay.
We just in the detox, we don't need the honey in the detox. So this is not about eating healthy. This is about detoxing the body so that when you start to eat healthy, your body can respond to the healthy foods. So there are lots of great supplements out there people take. But if you take a supplement and your body is toxic, it's going to allow the supplement to get where it needs to get to, so the supplement won't have the positive effect that it should have. But after detox, when you start drinking honey, when you start taking other supplements, when you start giving the body the foods that it needs, then you a much faster response and a much quicker improvement in overall health and vitality in the body.
Okay, we are talking to Dax Dunn, our special guest, and this is Wellness Wednesday. And also, we are just talking about a whole host of stuff. I am on the detox program. I'm only doing it for 10 days, but it's really a 21-day detox. Someone mentioned to me yesterday that, the reason they don't like the detox is because most of them you can't eat anything at all. And with this one, it's good because you can actually eat if you're hungry, right?
Absolutely.
But you have to keep to that portion size.
This is not a starvation program at all. This is not about, calories and dieting. It is about allowing your body to release the toxins and flush them out.
Right.
So yes, we have a lot of food options on the program. It is, I had a young lady in yesterday and she said, "Where's the pork?" I said, "Well, there's fish, there's shrimp, there's crab, there's lobster, there's..."
Yes.
But no, we don't have no pork, we don't have no goat,
No goat meat. But after the program is finished, though, can you actually eat goat meat?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, one of the things that we have observed from people that they say, my love of certain foods has it. I don't love those foods. They'll eat something and now they say my body don't respond the same way. I don't feel good after I eat certain greasy foods.
Okay.
It's not because the food is no longer
good.
But the food is still a food, but the body is more sensitive to the foods that are not good for you, and it's going to let you know, boy, don't eat that anymore.
Okay, so we need to be kind of having a variety of things that we eat, because you do give a long list of stuff that you can have on your list of foods. You want to just let's just run through some of the proteins that we can have on the detox.
Go ahead.
I know there's chicken.
Yes.
There is fish, and you have a variety of fish: tilapia, snapper, salmon. Is salmon on there?
No,
salmon is not on there. Why is that? That's one of the questions I wanted to ask.
Okay. You are unique in terms of a client. That our typical client wants to lose from 20 to about 100 pounds.
Wow.
And salmon is good. It's a good healthy fat. Avocado is good. It's a good healthy fat.
Right.
Almonds, coconut oil, coconut milk. All of these things are good healthy products. But one of the things that the body does is stores up body fat. And body fat is full of oil, or oils are very similar to body fat. So when the detox is focused on weight loss,
right,
in order to maximize the benefits, we want to avoid any fatty foods. So salmon, even though it's a healthy omega fat, is a food that we don't have, because we're trying to eliminate fats from the body and allow the body to release abnormal body fats.
Okay, so something like mackerel, I notice, is not on the list either.
Mackerel, again, do a lot of times oily.
Okay.
Oily.
And I'm talking about the mackerel that you would use to make something that we call in Jamaica rundown. I'm talking about that mackerel, not the one from the can.
No, and I'm saying mackerel as a fish is
oily.
Is oily.
So that's the reason. Okay, that's the reason you don't include it.
Oil, it's not an oil that I'm saying don't eat mackerel after the program. I'm saying during the program.
Right.
the primary thing that our program targets is abnormal body fat by way of removing general toxins from the body and allowing the body to return to a balanced state. Yeah.
Okay, can you please tell me how you cook without oil? Seriously, I'm like, Dax is crazy. How can you make your cod, because I had cod yesterday, and spinach, but how do you cook that without oil? Just water?
All right. So 3 years ago when I did the program first, I thought the person was crazy what they asked me to do. So here is the major lessons I learned. Number one.
Okay.
When you turn on your stove, you don't have to turn it to high.
Right.
You have a whole range from low to high. And if every woman just turn it straight to high.
No, I don't. No. Because spinach you can't cook on high. Spinach has to be on low, definitely, because you have to take it time for it to go down, and then it gathers a little water, so it kind of deals with itself. But what are you putting in the pot to start? Is what I want to know.
Water, just water.
Water. Okay.
A thin layer of water on the bottom. Add your seasonings there. In some cases, you add the seasoning, the dry seasoning, straight into the pan.
Right.
And then let the pan heat up at a medium temperature. Start releasing some of the flavor, and then pour in the water. But because you're not at a high, the water not going to just fry out of the pan. It going to just it will absorb a lot of the nutrients from the seasoning.
Right.
Then you put your fish, tilapia. My favorite food that cook on the program is a tilapia with cabbage.
Okay. Cabbage is good.
Put a lot of curry seasonings or dry seasonings into the pan with the water. Then I put my tilapia on top of that.
Right.
Within 2 minutes, the tilapia is cooked on one side. You turn
it over. Yeah.
And then I flake the tilapia. I let it break up. I don't keep the fillet, full. I break it up. And then I shred the cabbage, turn off the heat, drop the cabbage on top of the tilapia, and then cover it up for 10 minutes.
Okay.
The cabbage will take the heat from the pan, and you mix it in. And that's the other part of it, that you don't need to cook your vegetables. Your vegetables should be steamed lightly.
Right.
Blanching them is the term they use. And, if you're a food connoisseur, blanching the vegetables.
Yeah.
And it's low heat because you don't want to kill the nutrients in the vegetables.
Right.
So we can cook with less heat. Everything don't have to cook down and mash out into your food.
Yes, because something, a lot of people, when they cook like goat meat and you go to their house, the goat meat is all putty. And I'm going, you need some bite in the meat. It doesn't need to be that soft, right? Okay, so because we can eat like cabbage raw, carrots raw, spinach raw, we really don't need to be cooking them that long anyway.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. Well, let's see now. I asked you about the honey already. Any new products that you have coming along the way? Because like a snack, yes, you can eat an orange or an apple or whatever, but sometimes that gets to be a little monotonous when you're eating that all the time. Sure. Are there any snacks that you have in the program?
Well, there are some that you can prepare, and one of the things is like cucumber salad. You chop up the cucumbers with an apple and a cucumber with a little Bragg's vinegar.
Okay.
And you use cayenne pepper, and it's a great snack. We have a smoothie where you use the apple, peaches, berries, whatever you can get, but only water. You don't need no milk.
Or anything like that. Well, I got that.
One of the things a lot of people feel is that vegetables have zero protein, and that's a real huge misconception. Every single vegetable has a certain amount of protein, and in fact, it has just enough protein for you to use.
Right.
One of the things that we want to tell people, not on the program, oils, they're essential oils that the body needs. The omega fatty oils that you get from plants like coconut, like avocados, like salmon, are good oils, and those are important and necessary. So don't get into this position of avoiding all oils. No, oil is not bad. Just on our detox, there is no oil during the 21-day period. But for somebody who has finished the program, introducing oils, the oils are very important in terms of your body needing the oils. It's necessary. It's not just for you can have it because it tastes good. You need oils. And even butter. Butter is not this horrible thing that you think there. No, if you're eating butter in every single meal, you're going to have a problem. But eating butter, from time to time, nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about beans before you go because we're almost out of time. I notice beans are not on the program. Is it because they are filled with carbs or?
Much. Beans, cauliflower, cauliflower and broccoli are on the program, but we ask for the meal plan and we watch it because if you're having too much cauliflower, if you're having too much broccoli, it's very starchy. And likewise, beans. Beans are very starchy. A lot of people not able to digest the beans. So, corn is one of these products that you should avoid it completely. Corn.
Okay, we know that because my daughter is allergic to corn.
Yeah.
A bad allergy to corn.
Let them use it for the ethanol.
Yeah. So what we do, we have no corn here, no corn for anything. So we have found ourselves reading labels of, I go in the store to buy stuff. I'm always reading the label because I'm looking for the sodium and I'm looking for the corn. The sodium for myself. My husband is as healthy as a horse. He can eat anything and get away with it. But Fabielle and myself, she is allergic to corn and wheat. So we have to actually be reading our labels very well.
Sure, and the truth is that your husband is healthy because he's been paying attention to what he should eat and what he cannot eat.
Yeah.
But if he should start eating all of the wrong things consistently for 6 months, like all of us, he's going to get sick.
Like he doesn't even eat dessert. I mean, no time. I mean, when we go out and we want dessert, we have to literally force him to eat dessert. So he's not a sugar guy, but he loves vegetables and protein, and he's always doing something. So he keeps himself, kind of busy all the time, as opposed to we will vegetate and watch TV. He's not into that. So, but it's hard to adopt someone else's principles when you're not that person, so.
Well, and it's not, it's just, we all have to breathe, so let's breathe quality breath.
Okay.
We all have to sleep, so let's get a good night's sleep.
Well, you can get a good night's sleep as long as your husband ain't snoring like a truck rolling down Spurtree Hill. Yes, you can. I mean, and I think every woman, I thought I was unique until I spoke to my neighbor. She has to go to the next room to sleep. So...
You need some earplugs.
Oh my God, I've tried that. It doesn't work. It comes right through the earplug, okay? All right, so you find yourself all night going, turn on the other side. Stop, I can't take this anymore.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, and I realize that I'm not the only person because women in general have that issue because it seems like men, I don't know what it is when they get, men just snore more than women, I think.
I am not.
I'm going to ask your significant other how you sleep, okay? So don't be lying here.
I used to snore badly.
Really?
Weight. So the weight loss definitely has snoring, and I have had several clients report similar thing that there's sleep pattern. There's a thing called sleep apnea.
Right.
Where you're kind of almost suffocating in your sleep.
Yes.
A lot of times it's the excess skin or fat around the neck and throat that cause it. Losing the weight actually helps. A lot of people have reported that they're sleeping better and they've got.
Okay. Let's see. Unknown number. We don't answer unknown numbers. Okay. So anyway, hello. Good morning. Okay. I don't like unknown numbers. If you're calling, please don't put up an unknown number on the phone, because no one is going to actually call you back if you don't want to be called back. Because I'm one of those people. My cell phone rings and I don't recognize the number, I'm not answering it. If you call my house, the same thing. So please, don't do that unknown number thing with us. It doesn't work. Okay, Dax, let's wrap up, because, whoa, oh my goodness. Do you see that the iPad actually lasted? I will never, ever, ever, ever forget to plug it in, but it did good. It did good.
Definitely.
Yes, it actually lasts. You see, God is good, because I said, God, please let this last until the program is finished. I beg you in the name of Jesus. And he heard me.
Amen.
All right. So, I have lots of more questions, so we'll save them for next week. And we'll attack different topics as we progress into this wellness thing. I had my bad day yesterday, but you promised me that today will be great. My daughter kept saying, Mommy, you need to eat. You need to eat. What's wrong with you? But you're not hungry on the program. That's the problem.
And if you're not hungry, don't eat. You're fine. Just drink your water. But how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great now. My aches have gone. And I drank the tea that you recommended last night, and I drank tea this morning. I had my apple cinnamon tea this morning and green tea. I mixed the bags together. So I had that, and I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling like myself again.
And as I said, you are a healthy person.
And my throat is not as sore as it was last night and this morning.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
So you as a healthy person are seeing benefit.
Right.
Just imagine that person who is just constantly lethargic, constantly feeling, just drained, and their energy level is so low. Within day 4 or day 5, they are feeling so much better.
Right.
Yes, there is the down in terms of the detox. You may get the headaches, you may get the sore throat, you may even get a little rash on the skin, but it doesn't last. But more importantly, the long-term benefits are amazing and significant. It's worth it.
Okay, well, I'm continuing my journey. Today is day 5, and of course I got Dax this morning giving me a lecture. This lecture this morning was just kind of motivational, though. It was like, okay, this is uncomfortable because you need to go to the bathroom and that kind of thing. So this message today was a little different from the other ones.
Sure. This is about getting down to the bottom line. This is not about, making it sound good. This is about the fact that we call it the inappropriate conversation.
Yes, you did.
We need to talk about bowel movements. That if you're not going regular, then you have a problem. It's garbage in your body.
Right.
Garbage in your body. You need to be able to flush it out and understand how to manage it properly.
Right.
And we're going to pay attention to that and address it in the process. So,
okay.
Yes, that was today's message.
Alrighty, and the week, just continue to drink the water, because the water is actually the key to the program, it seems.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, Dax. Well, see, God answers prayers. The battery lasted for the whole hour, and we thank you so much. So you see what faith does and what expectation does. Right.
Take care. Have a wonderful day.
And you will be back with me on Friday, but Friday is kind of a different vibe. We talk about the news of the week, and I ask you questions about what my wow news was for the week and what my big news was for the week, and get your opinion. So we thank you so much for joining us, Dax. It was wonderful, and I'm telling you, day 5 is a good day. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. That was Dax Dunn. It's our special guest inside the program. And we thank him so much for joining us and giving us the vibration that we need to just keep ourselves healthy. And it's a wonderful program because the fact that you have a coach, every single morning you get a text. And also, they will text you, did you drink bottle 1 of water? Did you drink bottle 2 of the water? Did you drink bottle 3 of the water? And did you drink bottle 4? Because it's actually 4 bottles that you need for that day. But of course, I tried to drink more water than the 4 bottles. But it's the support system that is good about the program, and the fact that you can actually eat something if you're feeling hungry. So you just have to follow the portion sizes because they're small. 4 ounces of meat or 4 ounces of vegetables is a small amount of food, but you find that you're really not hungry on the program. It's just that because you might not feel that great at that particular time, then you probably want to eat something. But as Dak said, if you're not hungry, you don't have to eat. And trust me, you are absolutely not hungry on the program. Rad Wellness. And the number to call Dax if you have questions for him right now, it's 866-786-3617. That's 866-786-3617. And you can check out his website at rad4u.com. It's rad4u. And as he said, it's all about you. What are you expecting from the program when you go on there? Are you expecting to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 100 pounds, 50 pounds, whatever it is? You have to believe and trust and follow the program and expect that you will actually lose the weight and hope that you will lose the weight. And also, love yourself in the meantime. Because if you love you, you will want to continue the program and you will want to be doing the right thing to bring your body back in harmony with itself. All right? So thank you so much for joining me. I see you this evening at 8. Don't forget that tomorrow on the 8 o'clock hour, we will have Evan Rosen. He is a real estate attorney. He used to be in the personal injury business, but loves the real estate business, and he will join us tomorrow via Skype. And I will make sure that I will charge my batteries. But I did good because God saved the battery for the entire hour. So thank you so much for joining me. Welcome again to all of you from around the world. We ask you to love us on Facebook. Not like us, just love us and give us a thumbs up. Tweet me, and keep the Twitter going. And also, don't forget that when you go to the website, if you miss the program for the morning or for the evening and you want to get the program, just go to the website. It takes us a few, hours to upload each show. But by the end of the day, you can get the first show by 3 o'clock. It's up on YouTube, and just go to my website, dianawrighttv.webs.com. Go to the bottom of the page and just click on the YouTube icon, and then go and you'll see all the shows coming up there for you. We have done, I think, 79 shows so far. So we welcome you to go on and watch them at your leisure. And click on to the website and search the website. Go to my web store that I have my t-shirts for sale, and go to the, information about me. I just have a few things up there to let you know, where I'm coming from, what I've been doing in the past, and also if you'd like to be a sponsor or a partner of the show, or just simply want to, run an advertising on the show, you can give us a call at 561-228-1921. That's 561-228-1921. And it is the Diana Wright Show live online. And I'm going to remind you of the numbers to call about the detox if you'd like to start the program. And I recommend it highly because it's working for me. I feel much better. Yes, your day 4 might be different from my day 4, as Dax explained. But the next day is a wonderful day because I feel great today. 866-786-3617. That's 866-786-3617. And check out his website, rad4u.com. That's rad, the letter, the number 4, and the letter U. rad4u.com. Thank you so much for joining me. As I say to you, adios. I say ciao. And I say au revoir. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it was never yours. Have a great day. Stay prayed up. Be blessed and get out of the blue zone and into the green. No depression, no depression, no depression. Thanks again for joining me for this program on Wednesdays, Wellness Wednesdays with Dax Dunn. Doobie doobie doo.